past few months. You're incredible. And just watching your story, it just blows me away. So this business is exactly what you said. This is relationship building. This is meeting. I would never have known majority of you in this room without this business. And all of you inspire me in all different ways. But Kelly, my God, you really are incredible. So God bless you.
Thank you.
Here's my story. So I was, typical mom, working mom. I have 2 boys. They're 12 and 9 now. I've been married for almost 15 years. I'm a speech-language pathologist in a Lakeland school district. To say I'm busy is really an understatement. But, I put everybody before me because that's what a good mom does. And I was going to fitness classes and going to my kickboxing and everything, but, with travel soccer and karate and blah, 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 I started missing all of those things. And before I know it, I started gaining weight, and I was feeling really unhappy with myself. And then Jean Marie Cregan started telling me that this girl, Kristen, got her to do this challenge group, and she was doing T25. And she was really getting good results. So I said, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah, no, that will never work for me. Then school started, and I hadn't worked out in like 3 months, and I was really feeling awful. And then all of a sudden, Shanna Carlucci, who's another good friend of mine, put up a post all of a sudden, like, hey, I'm having a challenge group. Who wants to join? And she reached out to me like a good coach does, following the invitation process, and she invited me. And I was not the easiest customer. I was like, no, it's not going to work. I'm not going to do it. It's not going to be successful. And she's like, listen, it's money back guarantee. Just do it. It's going to be great. We're going to have fun. And I was like, all right, fine, I'll do it. I'll do it. It'll be fun, but it's not going to work. So she was like, just do it. So I joined the group, and I loved it. It was absolutely fantastic. I love the group dynamic. I love the camaraderie. And I did do it. And I did it every day. And I got really good results. And I was like, wow, this is really great. And then sort of like midway, because then Jean Marie was ending her first one, she's like, oh, I'm becoming a coach because you get 25% off the shake. I was like, what? She was like, yeah. So I called Shanna, and I was like, Shanna, what is this about? Now, she had just become a coach, so she's like, oh, I'm going to get back to you on that. And I found out she had to go ask Dave, because who's her coach? Like, what do I do? Like, how do we get? I was her first coach, so I signed up because I wanted to get my 25% off of my shake, and I was like, okay, if I get 2 people a month, that'll cover my shake, really won't cost anything, it won't be a big deal. I really like it, and it'll pay for itself. So I'm like, okay. So when I started putting up my ad, before I knew it, I had like 6 or 7 challengers for the first month. I was like, wow, this is pretty incredible. So we did the group, and I loved being a coach. I loved helping people. I loved seeing them through their journey, and just being a part of their journey. I think that's so special that we get to share that with people and help them. So then I got the bug. And then I was like, all right, forget this whole discount thing. I want to do this. I want to help people. I mean, I'm a speech-language pathologist. I'm a therapist by nature. It's what I do. So helping people on this, it's very similar, kind of profession. So I was in. I was all in. I'm like, let's do it. So did Coach Basics. Dave and Shanna kept talking about the importance of signing up your spouse. So my husband was drinking my Shakeology. So, no. So I was like, listen, I'm going to sign you up as a coach, and that way I'll be halfway to Emerald. And he was like, do I have to do anything? I'm like, drink your Shakeology. He's like, I could do that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I signed him up. And then at the end of my first challenge group, Lisa Marr, who was in my first group, became a coach. So I became Emerald in December. So very quickly after becoming a coach. And that's it. After that, I was like, all right, next goal, Diamond. I want to do this. This is what I want to do. And just being in the Team Perseverance team page was so inspiring because I would see people like Dave who is doing incredibly in the business. And you just look up to people like that. It's like, all right, this is motivating me even more. I want to do that. I want to be that. So being in that group really helped me. So in January, Dave asked me to be a captain of a challenge group, and I was like blown away. I was like, oh my God, like that's really awesome that he thought enough of me to think that I could run a group. So when I ran my first group, I really loved running a group and having my coaches in there and just being, being sort of at that next level. So after that first time, I was like, you know what? I'm going to set a goal for me right now. It's like, I want groups every month, and we could just keep going forward. So that was my goal, and I've hit that. I have been a coach for 17 months, and I've hit Success Club for 17 months. Woo! Woo! And for the past 10 months, I've hit Success Club 10, which is... It's not easy. It's usually on the 30th of the month at 10:30 at night. And I'm like, oh, please, somebody, I'm at 8. But somehow, some way, I get there every month because I don't give up. I don't get discouraged. I'm like, I need to do this. This is not acceptable that I'm not. And I'm telling you right now, it is April 25th. I'm at Success Club 2. By April 30th, I will be at Success Club 10. I will. I just will. And they've all suffered through it because I'm stressed about it the whole month. But I'll get there. And then it only says that I qualify for that one day on the back office. And then it goes back to not qualifying anymore. So then, I kept going on my fitness journey because that was my initial reason for doing this all. I started T25, I did P90X3, I did 29 Day Fix, I did PiYo, Combat. I was peer pressured into doing Insanity Max, and I survived. I got the sweatshirt and everything. And still here, still standing. And recently I've been starting to use the Beachbody On Demand, which I really love. And I've lost 26 pounds and over 26 inches. I'm honestly in the best shape of my adult life. And people say, oh, you really didn't need to lose weight. I did. I didn't feel good about myself. And now I do. And that's the biggest gift you can give yourself is health. So to be able to get that for myself is amazing. To be able to help other people to get there is just incredible. So I just feel very lucky to be able to do that. And then, at that point, in March, I hit my goal weight. So I was like, all right, cool. So now I hit the Success Club. I'm doing good with that. Diamonds. I need to focus on diamonds. That's what I want. So I need to build my team. So I really spent a lot of time with my coaches and just building my team and really nurturing my challengers through a challenge group and showing them that being a coach isn't so scary, that you can be a support coach and still be a really, really valuable member of a team. So what I started to do in my challenge groups is give people jobs. You have the captain, but then we would have like a question of the day. We would have nutritional posts. We'd have Flex Friday, a person who would post about Flex Friday. Support coaches love to fill these jobs. And then it gives them a purpose. It gives them like, hey, I'm important here. I'm doing this. I'm helping this group be successful. So now that's just a standard part of my challenge groups is I have these little helper roles. And I never have problems filling them. When I sign up for the challenge groups, you sign up to be a helper. And I usually have more requests to be helpers than are needed. So it's great. It's really great. And some of those support coaches who are my helpers aren't support coaches anymore. They are so involved in the groups that now they're like, hey, I want to do this. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Which is awesome because they're seeing how they're helping people by putting up that engaging question of the day and getting all the responses. And they're loving being part of people's journeys. So it's really, really helpful. So, so I really, really worked to get to Diamond, and I hit it actually on my brother's birthday, May 15th, 2014. So that was a huge moment for me. I was really, really excited. And then everyone went to Summit, but I work at a school. It was really hard for me to get off, so I wasn't able to go. But I sat down at the computer every night and watched all the pictures of everyone there. I was not a happy camper.
So you going to Summit this year?
Yeah.
She's booking flights, but we're still at the previous.
I know. I'm like, I'm like, look at the hotel you guys want to stay at. I found five. I booked your hotel here. I'm like, don't worry, we're gonna book it. It's gonna be fine. This was Carl booked it for me. He knew I was a teacher and I couldn't get off, so Carl said, Jen, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. Move it. So, and speaking of Carl, these live events are so important as a coach. I love coming to them. And my favorite one that we've gone to was last June. We went to Queens because Carl was going to be there. And it was like, Carl's going to be there, and Tanya. Tanya. And Derek. With the apps. So we all go to Queens. There's over 1,000 people. It was just incredible. We're waiting on line to meet Carl Deichler, and I didn't know what to expect from him. You know, he's this really rich guy. He runs this big company, and I have to tell you, meeting him was really like a pivotal moment. He was the nicest guy ever. He stopped and spoke to each one of us, found out each of our names, shook our hands, told us it was a pleasure to meet us, and he meant it. You could tell he's a very genuine person. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, he's the CEO of this company, and he's stopping and talking to all of us. It was really, really, it really struck me that he could take that time to talk to me, Jen Holden, Diamond Coach, like, so nothing, like, I'm not, you know, like, not a blip on his radar. And he took that time, and that really meant a lot to me. So then I said, okay, Dave, when they were all at Summit, and I was not, they all came up with their goals for next Summit. So when they came back, they're like, Jen, what's your goal for next Summit? Dream big. I was like, okay, I'm going to dream big here. 3-star. I'm going to do it, 3-star. So, needless to say, I've been stressing about that. Pretty much June. So here's my game plan to get there. I started my own Facebook group for my coaches because Team Perseverance was exploding. So it was getting huge and huge and huge, and it was hard sometimes. You know, people don't always, who aren't as into it, they don't always check in on a regular basis, so I felt like they were missing some of the information. So it was a place I could, more focused place where I could make sure that they got all the information. I made sure that I was displaying the 3 vital behaviors very consistently. The thing I really struggled with was personal development. I'll be honest with you, I struggled with it. But now I've been introduced to Audible, which is an app, and I listen to my personal development on the way to and home from work every single day. It is awesome. Awesome. I love listening to it. It's really good. Except you can't listen to some of the books with the kids in the car, especially the badass book. You can't do that one. The other ones are fine, but not that. And then another thing that really helped me to get there is Dave started a Diamonds group. And I feel like that really helped me to build my leadership skills, and it really built that desire to want to be a 2-star. I watched Dave, I watched Kristen, I watched Shanna, I watched all these people doing what I wanted to do, and I just wanted Dave's favorite.
watch you, Jen. We do.
But one of Dave's favorite things to say is success leaves clues, and he's absolutely right. I watched exactly what they did, and I was like, okay, this is what they're doing, this is what I need to do with my coaches. This person will bring an idea, okay, I need to do this with my coaches. You just can't sit back and say, oh, it's going to happen. It's not going to happen unless you put in the hard work. So Dave really helped to develop our leadership skills, which was awesome. And then one of the best things that's ever happened for my business is becoming Success Club partners with Charisse. I feel like finding someone who's on the same level as you, who has the same goals as you, and a similar mindedness as you, is key. Because we talk every single day, we message back and forth, we bounce ideas off each other. We will do things jointly with our coaches to try to inspire them and to get our teams going. It has been invaluable to have her advice, to brainstorm with her, because this is a very lonely business at times. So the fact that you have a person, you have your person, is just so key. So that is really, really, if you can reach out to someone who's on the same level as you and really brainstorm together and really help each other, it has helped my business in so many ways. So that's a really awesome thing that's happened to me. And then I have to say, like around January, Dave was really encouraging us to be leaders and to lead our teams. And it was big and bad and scary, and we're like, I can't believe he's doing this to us. But it was time to lead our teams. So I had a pretty sizable team at that point, and I was like, all right, well, if I'm going to lead a team, I think we need an identity. We need to be a team, so we need a name to be a team. So we came up with the name Team Spark, because I feel like we're sparking people's interest in fitness. We're still Team Perseverance. We're sort of like their little baby underneath that. And we're still on that page and everything, but now I have my own little team with their own little identity. And it was really empowering, I felt, like to the team to have a little name, because that kind of got them all fired up, which was awesome. So even though it was big and scary, I'm glad you pushed us out of a nest a little bit. It helped. Some of the things I've done with my team to help build my team, so we do a Sunday shout out. So every Sunday I recognize people for things they do, and not just Success Club points and volume. I will do participation in a group, weight loss milestone, things like that. To address those support coaches, keep them engaged, keep them interested. People love to get recognized. they should be recognized for all their hard work. So I love doing it. I love making that video every Sunday and posting it because it's like, wow, you know, this is awesome. These are my people, and look how great they're doing. Look how many people they're helping. It's really awesome. I was getting closer and closer to that star I was desiring so much, but I just wasn't there. So Teresa and I brainstormed because she's having a very similar goal, and we're like, we got to do this. So I started checking in more frequently with my coaches, checking in more frequently with my support coaches, and just brainstorming with Teresa every day. And what we came up with, we came up with a Push to Diamond group. So we put our top performing coaches in a group, and we did a weekly call with a topic and a Zoom call, and with a question and answer time and everything. And I really think it helped a lot because 3 weeks into that, I got my first diamond. Please some more.
Yeah.
So that was a huge, huge, huge moment for me, for her, and I was so proud of her. She had worked so hard for it for so long, and she got there, which is awesome. So that put me in 1-star qualification. And then, you know, I was checking with my coaches, and, you know, the next person who was close was that husband of mine who didn't want to do anything. When I got to Diamond, I started working his business in addition to my business. So by doing that, I got him to Diamond. Well, technically me to Diamond, but he's taking all the credit for it. So 2 days ago, my husband went Diamond. Now I am 2-star qualification. And then yesterday was my birthday. And I got a text from one of my coaches, and she said, I have a really good birthday gift for you. And I was like, okay, what is it? She's like, check your back office. I was like, okay. On Thursday, I'm going to have another diamond. Yeah. As of Thursday.
That's awesome.
Which is what I said I was going to do, which is amazing. To say you're going to do something and then actually do it, it's amazing. And as my mom likes to call this business my little beach body thing, she goes, wow, that little beach body thing is really working out for you. Mom, it kind of is. So, you know, it's incredible. I don't know my life now without it. People now associate this with me on at work, and, you know, someone says I have to lose weight, they go, you should talk to Jen. You know, like, it's just... it's how it is now, and I love the team. I love, you know, working with everyone, getting to become friends with everybody. I can't wait for Nashville. Oh my God, it's gonna be so fun, so fun. And I guess like the message to leave you all with is just don't give up on your dreams. Just go for it. You know, it's been 17 months and I've come so far, and there's nothing special about me. I'm just a normal person, and you can do it too. You just have to put in the work and follow the vital behaviors and be consistent. If you're not consistent, you know, I have people who come in the business and like, they see Dave and they're like, I want to be that tomorrow. I'm like, oh, that's not gonna happen. And they quit because, well, I didn't get rich in 2 months. I'm like, neither did I. I'm still not rich. You know, like you have to keep working at it. You know, like they see all these, you know, high millionaire coaches and they just think it's gonna happen like that. I'm like, it didn't happen for those people like that, so it's certainly not going to happen for you like that. You have to put in the time and the effort, and you'll get there. But you won't get there, you know, by wishing it. You have to do it. So, so that's what I would leave you with. Don't give up on your goals. Set goals. Set them high. Dream big. Because it can happen. It can absolutely happen. I'm living proof that it happens. So, go for it.
Yay.
You're there, so I guess it's time to stretch you a little bit. Huh?
You wait till Summit to come up with another one. I'm kind of stressed out right now. I need a break.